Hello, I'm Sophie D'Souza. Welcome to my channel, Sophie Stained Glass. Please have a look at all the videos and don't be too overwhelmed. Most of my work is leaded glass, quite traditional, but I do also work with frit, which is a slightly more modern approach, and you can have lots of fun with frit. And I've done some experiments. Experiments are key with frit because actually, you know, your imagination is your limit, or your only limit is your imagination. So today I am using one of these, a sort of, I think people use them with clay and imprints a pattern. I think I bought this for using with gold leaf at some point in my varied past. And then I've been working with bullseye, powdered frit onto bullseye glass, Tector glass, and I'm going to show you how I came up with all these different effects using said objects. It might give you some ideas of what to do and what not to do. So look how delicate, and it doesn't fall apart. World's quickest, most rubbish template, because I was just experimenting and I get impatient. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you work with frit, this might, I mean, you might already do all this sort of stuff, but anyway, yes. So I don't really know what I'm doing, which is the key to experimenting. So this may not work. Let's just see how we get on. Well, that's a mess. Let's try something else. Sort of an imprinter thing. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's try. But a more even sprinkle. It's a bit better. Try another one. Right. Nope, that didn't work. Has to be lower. I think maybe it would have to be a second firing to get two colours. If you put this stuff on too thin, you just don't get anything. It just disappears. Right. So, little experiment there. Pop it in the kiln. This is a kind of fibre paper that you can put in the kiln. And I'm going to try a little something a bit different. See how we get on with this. Interesting. Right, I shall pop this in the kiln. No idea how it's going to work out. Ooh, interesting. That's quite nice. Now that I really like. I like where it disappears at the edge. Now then, this is that fibre paper that I sprinkled the frit onto. It does disintegrate a bit when it's been fired. Just going to get a brush, a soft brush to that. So you can tell how long this toothbrush has been hanging around. It's a baby toothbrush and my youngest child is 20. Comes in handy though, don't throw anything away. So, isn't this interesting? So there we go. That is so delicate and pretty. Wow. And actually, I was kind of going for a leaf. Let's see, can you see? It's kind of going for a leaf, but it's almost like flame. Let's have a look at this one. Of course, the edges won't hold together. But I'll get some sort of fading to the edge, I'm sure. It is breaking away at the edge, but that's okay. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. The way it so delicately goes like lace at the edge. Isn't that good? Well, clearly I think it's good. If I see through myself. Obviously, just did this in red. With Fritz, the lovely thing is playing around with the colours. So, they're so delicate. I can't believe they actually hold together. That's amazing. Really pleased with those. These experiments are because I've got my daughter coming over to make some leaves next week. And I wanted to, just see what effects we could get. So, here's all my experiments. Really, really interesting. Well worth doing, I think. Well worth experimenting. Look at that. So what's interesting is I've now made 3 of these leaves. I did have a little accident where I dropped something on this leaf and it broke. And they are very delicate, but they've all come out different sizes. And the difference between them, when I put them into fire, seems to be the thickness. So the thicker I make them, so this one I made much thicker, the more they shrink. And I know weird things happen when you heat glass up. It always tries to find the thickness of 1/4 of an inch. Wasn't expecting such a variety of sizes. But anyway, it's been an interesting experiment. They are rather pretty and delicate. I mean, they've been roughly done. You could do all sorts of beautiful things if you cut your template out more carefully than I did. And obviously this is just something I had to hand, but you could do all sorts of interesting things. to exploit this technique. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, and please like, comment and subscribe.